G'day cocktail lovers, I hope you've been keeping well. I hope you're ready for another cocktail, and I'm setting myself a challenge. I'm a bit of a fan of a man, Vino Valentino, on 60-second cocktails. He sets himself the challenge of serving a cocktail in 60 seconds. It's always entertaining to see how he goes with that. But I thought, I'm going to set myself a real challenge. Can I make a daiquiri in 5 seconds? You heard, that's the rum, the lime, the sugar in the glass in 5 seconds. I'm just setting the bar a bit higher is what I'm saying. So here we go. I've got my glass ready, got the ingredients ready. In 5 seconds, we go freezer daiquiri, bitches! And done, I think, with a second or two to spare. Okay, technically I cheated because it took me more than 5 seconds to make this. In fact, I made it yesterday and it's been sitting in the freezer for a day. Suitably frosty. It didn't freeze, so I had the right alcohol content in there. We need to go back in time to see how I actually made it. Back in time to where I actually made the freezer daiquiri. So yes, technically, I was lying when I said I could make a daiquiri in 5 seconds. There's prep work, but I got it into the glass in 5 seconds is what I'm saying. One of the reasons I chose a daiquiri when I decided what's going to be my next batch drink I make, it's so easy to make, and yet it's a great drink, and there is still room to play around. In simple terms, a daiquiri is rum, usually white rum, lime juice and sugar. That's it. You can play around the edges, which I intend to, but it's that straightforward, and I think this might end up being an infinity bottle as well, as in, if I drink it down a bit, I'm going to top it up. But here's the ingredients that I'm putting together in it. First up, I'm using a 500ml bottle to make it, so I needed the ratios in there. So I looked at a few different recipes, different people have different views, and you sort of cut the difference. How do you like it? How I'm going to do it, of that 500 mils, 300 mils will be rum, 150 mils will be lime and sugar, and 50 mils will be water. Because for balance, it's important to remember when you make a daiquiri and you shake it, the ice will melt and actually add water to the drink. Now, this is not, strictly speaking, 100% necessary, but it will taste very different to a single made daiquiri if you don't allow for that amount of water. So I'll be doing it. 300 mils of rum, 150 mils of lime and sugar, and 50 mils of water. You could easily make this with simply 300 mils of your favorite white rum or light rum. I might have warned you, I'm going to be a bit extra. What I decided to do, I had a couple of bottles that there's a bit left in, and I was surprised when I measured them that it was almost exactly the same amount of each in. This one is an Australian cane spirit called 100 Sols. Technically not rum, technically a flavour infused white cane spirit because it's not aged. This one is a rum. This was concocted in Australia. The rum is from the Caribbean. It was imported rum. They filtered it to get it almost clear, and then it's macerated with coconut. So this is a coconut rum. This is a cacao and cinnamon infused white cane spirit, and I'm going to be even more extra than that just to give it a little bit extra color. I'm going to put a little bit of plantation OFTD, overproof, in there, but it's going to be mostly these two with a little bit of the plantation overproof. For the 150 mils of lime and sugar, I'm going to do 100 mils of lime juice and 50 mils of sugar syrup. It's a little sugar syrup I made infused, or I guess cooked, with a native Australian fruit called lily pilly, or what's the other name for it? Riberry. And that just makes, it's a little fruity thing. Again, I'm being a bit extra. I'm just bringing in a few extra flavors. So 100 mils of the lime juice, which I squeezed earlier, and 50 mils of the sugar syrup. Top it off with 50 mils of water, and there we have a bottled daiquiri. Now I'm going to put that in the freezer to turn it into the freezer daiquiri and do the taste test. I don't think there's enough non-alcoholic content in here to freeze it. It's a small risk, I suppose, but what's life without taking the occasional chance? Into the freezer we go. And now I have my frosty daiquiri treat just ready for me to go, and I made it strong. I did put the water in there to simulate the ice. I'm not complaining. This is a little bit strong for a daiquiri. I'm not complaining. People who think a daiquiri is light and carefree might be a bit overwhelmed by this. So I'm going to make this, I think I will make it an infinity daiquiri. As I drink it down, I'll top it up. And I might be very conscious of the fact it's a bit strong at the moment, so I might tone it down a bit in the top ups. But hey, it's not quite summer here, it's not even spring here, but I'm feeling the vibes with an icy cold daiquiri. I really don't care that it was like cold and raining today. I'm having a daiquiri, I'm having a good time. Hope you're having a good time wherever you are. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Take care of people around you as well. And until I see you again, cheers.